Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hey, look at that. There's some busty justice. Unlimited!
I wish it was unlimited. Unfortunately, this isn't the X-Men, so
Hey-oh.
very small offering.
All right, kids. Well, in 1988, yeah. All right, kids, welcome back to another episode of Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is that multiversal threat. Whoa. That's what the anti-monitor said.
Exactly.
And every other villain. All right. All right, kids. Remember last...
At the end of the day, the actual multiversal threat is just freaking Jay Garrick. Put some respect on my name.
No, remember...
It was me, Barry!
Was that like last year or something? Remember it might have been like the early episodes of this podcast. We were like, what happens if like Earth 2 or like, no, either was it Earth 2 Superman or was it like pre-crisis Superman was always the bad guy?
Yeah. I think it was pre-crisis.
He's
invincible.
He shattered the Silver Age just so he could marry Lois.
I mean, I would too, to be fair.
Hey-oh!
Still not as bad as Superboy Prime punching his way and destroying the continuity for good. Anywho, let's talk about some happier stuff, shall we?
That's right, kids. Remember last time we were like, I don't know what we're going to do. All right, well, scoured the DC Infinite app. Well, somewhat Infinite app. And we're going to...
DC Finite till they pay us. DC Finite till they pay us.
Yes, because remember, kids.
We need the money. Gimme.
All right, so tonight we are talking Power Girl 1 through the 4-issue miniseries from 1988. And if you had any doubt this was 1988, just look at her hair in these issues. What is that, a perm?
No, that's just a lot of hair. That's a lot of aqua.
Was that just like them trying to do a current hairstyle back then, or were they just like they wanted to separate her from Supergirl, who wasn't even around at the time?
Well, still, people are idiots. You know, honestly, when it comes to women characters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just being real.
Well, I guarantee you back then, somebody at school would have come up to me and be like, wait a minute, hey, did you hear Supergirl's not Kryptonian? She's a Atlantean? I'd be like, no. No, that's Power Girl, Steve.
Like, get away from me, pleb.
Probably think Hulk can beat Superman.
Exactly. Exactly.
What color was Hulk in his first appearance?
He was purple.
Whoa! All right, so let's jump into these. Power Girl, Volume 1, Number 1, June 1988. Threads.
Hey, it's Dick Grigano.
Hey-oh. Writer Paul Kupperberg. Penciler Rick Hoberg. Inker Arnie Starr. Colorist Juliana for Editor. Hey, a woman. Letterer Bob Panaha and editor Robert Greenberg. They let a girl on here. All right, so.
And we never saw that again until that Harley Quinn freaking Power Girl crossover. I'm kidding. I'm sure there was some. Had to be.
Again, I mean.
Right?
Hey, you know what we need? I mean, the poor woman already has enough work, but we need. How about a Kelly Thompson Power Girl series?
Ooh.
I mean, look what she's done for Carol.
Captain Marvel.
She almost made Carol Danvers bearable for you, and so, I mean, imagine what she could do with Power Girl.
It's just the principle, honestly. It's just the principle that Captain Marvel is there, and there's so many better characters that have held the mantle. Monica Rambeau.
I know. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I liked her when she was more, like...
Miss Marvel?
Hardcore. Like, yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, she was just such a better character. Like, you take away the costume, whatever. Like, no, her actual personality, I enjoyed more.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That's just kind of carrying this whole, like, I feel like that whole thing was thrust upon her well before Kelly even got there, so.
Yeah,
Feminist, that whole thing, like, it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
She kind of had her own personality, and then I think once they gave her the Captain Marvel name, they were trying to make her into the Marvel Wonder Woman. Yeah.
And that's just not what that character was for.
No. Again, she was like a female.
I mean, if they were smart, they would have made Emma Frost their Wonder, but that ain't none of my business.
Hey,
I mean, since they just hate Jean Grey so much, they literally hate her. She is absolutely the redheaded stepchild, right there with Scott Summers of the.
Whoa! All right.
Anywho, let's get into some busty justice, shall we?
That's right. Power Girl heads into her software company, Starware Industries.
She's a gamer girl.
She's
the Discord kitten.
So my. What was I looking for? Oh. Changing to her Karen Starr identity on the way. After a strained meeting where a third party intended a buyout and one of her own employees.
Oh no! I just had a sick thought.
What else is new?
Terrible. You remember? Have you ever seen that truly awful Wonder Woman pilot with Adrian Pilecki?
No, but I've seen footage and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so it was technically Wonder Woman had like 3 identities, but when I was reading this, they were trying to make a Power Girl, not a Wonder Woman, because she had like 3 different identities, and one was where she ran the company.
Oh God. Yeah.
And like it just clicked for me. I was just like, oh my God, they actually wanted to make a Power Girl, but they were like, no, nobody knows who that is. Make it Wonder Woman.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find my footage. Yes, you have to watch this. It's awful. And then you'll be like, I think you're right, Lil.
Oh, probably.
So anybody who's ever seen that Wonder Woman pilot, all 6 of us, if you've seen it, let me know if you think that this shit, it was trying to be a Power Girl. Sorry. Carry on. ADHD.
After a strained meeting where third party intended to buy out and one of her own employees proposed to change the business model.
She's a woman and she doesn't know what she's doing, see?
Kara subsequently finds herself in her office. She has been tense and upset since she was told her memories were false. Thank you, Crisis.
Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato!
This is one of the biggest victims of Crisis, because it's like there's no Earth 2, so she can't be Earth 2's Supergirl, so it's like...
They didn't think that through clear. The more that I think about it, they definitely didn't think it through. They're just like, just do it to do it.
I know, I always bitch about Earth 2, but it's like, it's been that way since Crisis, they always change stuff. They're like, oh crap, it's going to affect this character, it's going to affect this character.
Yeah, about Earth 2, yeah! Which is like honestly the best Earth. That's the Earth I would want to live on, but that's just me.
I know. Bright and shiny. I knew. She tries to cheer herself up by reminding herself about her friends and burying herself in work.
I mean, you could bury yourself in something else, but that ain't my business.
Whoa! We said Power Girl, not Hellfire Girl. On the way home from the office, Carol witnesses an accident caused by a crazy biker. She changes into her costume and catches the man, but she is surprised to discover that he has no recollection of what he was doing or how he came to be there. As police...
Is this Florida?
Whoa! Oh, you know better. You would know better than us.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back,
bro. As police cars arrive on the scene, a costumed stranger leaps out of the hood of a squad car, calling himself the Force. He attacks Power Girl. You're muted.
Barry, somebody needs a vibrating hand.
Whoa!
The Force.
I was going to say George Lucas is going to come sue somebody's ass. 1988. It's kind of, hey, Darth Vader, that's the kind of boss Lilith Hellfire wants to be. Just walk in a room, start choking people out.
It's the only power I ever wanted, honestly. Not to fly, be invisible, impenetrable to bullets. Nah.
Just choking MF with the Force. Feels like.
It's the simple things.
Feels like at work, date night, it all works everywhere. So Force, he attacks Power Girl. Kara fights him off, but she notes he is dangerously strong and fast. Unbeknownst to Kara, their battle is being watched from afar by another entity who wants Power Girl dead.
Sure.
Power Girl manages to draw Force into Prospect Park, but as battling, she discovers he can shoot painful energy blasts.
This is Star Wars. He gave her the pew pew. Hey-o.
Exactly.
Not to be confused with Marvel Star Wars.
Oh, don't even go there. Meanwhile, a photographer has spotted both and is snapping pictures of their battle, not paying attention to the fact that they are edging closer and closer to his position. Power Girl finally notices him and tries to get him to leave, but Force smashes Power Girl into the man.
Smash it! No, not like that.
There's no consent there. Power Girl sees the impact has hurt and knocked the man out and gets mad. Kara hits Force hard and manages to stun him with a pair of electric lines. Power Girl is told the man is badly injured but alive and takes Force to Belle Reve. Oh yeah, that'll solve everything.
What is this, Smallville?
Oh yeah, let's give him the man the Waller. That won't cause any more problems. So, someone who can go toe to toe with Power Girl. Yeah, let's just hand him over to Waller. Kara doesn't know.
Ooh, 80s Waller? Yeah, no.
No. Kara doesn't know who he is or who sent him after her, but she knows her mysterious enemy will strike again. Feeling exhausted, Kara changes clothes and returns home to find her roommates have been burglarized, and her neighbor it wasn't Garth. Here it says Garth McGarth. I wish that was it. I don't think that was what it was in the issue, but I wish it was. Was mugged.
It's perfect.
Kara goes to Garth's apartment to check on him. She wants to believe it is a coincidence. She and her friends have been attacked simultaneously, but she can feel something is very wrong and things are about to get worse. She feels a disturbance in the Force. Meanwhile, Orion's, her grandfather's old enemy, Weaver, is watching Power Girl from the magic realm of Dark World. Arion banished him to Dark World for all eternity and died before Weaver might exact revenge upon him. But Weaver is perfectly willing to take revenge against Kara instead. He can't attack her directly, but he can influence events on Earth to make her life hell before killing her. Thoughts, Lilith Hellfire?
I just don't feel like this story does Power Girl justice. Like, I think by wiping away the continuity, it's just so unfair to Power Girl.
I know.
It's just like kind of ho-hum. Like, she's like literally Omega Mutant levels of like cool. It's kind of like, Storm. It's like they don't really realize what they have, and when they do, they squander it.
Well, after Crisis, for some reason, they wanted Superman to be the only remaining Kryptonian, so it's like...
How'd that work out for us? 1992 called.
I mean, I forget, did they have... Yeah, they had him in 1988, right? I was like, why don't you just make her a Daxamite or something?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty similar to Kryptonians, just,
She's a female character that's not Wonder Woman.
Because they want...
They actually put any thought into the film.
They went with this whole Atlantean jazz, and from what I read, people weren't too happy about that origin.
No, it's like Wonder Woman in her white ninja suit. Nobody liked it.
Exactly. But she must have been appearing all over the place, because it said... they
were pushing her hard.
Hey-oh. Yeah, it said before
she works hard for her money.
Said before that...
It's really generic. I mean, this basically could be Patsy Walker. I'm just saying, it's really generic.
Oh, I know.
Ooh, a strong 80s woman in a power suit by day and a superhero by night. Ooh. We're really pushing the limits of storytelling there.
It almost could have been Wonder Woman, yeah.
Seriously. Generic.
But yeah, before this, she was last seen in Infinity Inc. 51, and after this, she would appear in Doom Patrol, Volume 2, Number 13.
Now, that is a good story, actually. The Doom
Oh, yeah? I don't think I read that.
Oh, Doom Patrol had absolutely no one reading it, so they didn't care. Like, their stories are absolutely bonkers during this time. If you like the TV show, read the comic book.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say, this is just the Grant Morrison era.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. If you know, you know. Smoke some ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what Grant Morrison was doing.
Smoked a doobie.
That sounds like your unhip uncle, you know. So, are you doing the doobies?
Smoked a doobie.
Well, Charlie Esser is the unhip uncle
Hey.
to the Capes and Lunatics family.
There is some kind of freak who likes everything. Noel Tate says he can't get enough of Charlie Esser's randomness.
I can see that.
And speaking of that madman Noel, along with Russell and Justin, the live read we did on Trapped in a World is up now, so.
And no, you don't have knees.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
And I want to know what that new branding is on Tomes of Evil, because every time Russell mentions it, I just see a picture of the Hobgoblin. They're not going to go every week Hobgobble Gobble, are they?
We'll fight. We'll have a celebrity podcaster boxing match. I will rock your stuff over Hobgoblin, bro.
I was going to say.
That is our thing! Hobgobble Gobble is trademark!
Hey, that is my lawyer over there, man. She's going to bring the truth and the justice, kid. Hammer of justice.
The vodka bottle.
Oh my. But yeah, Secret Origins Volume 2 number 11 was when they, I guess, explained this whole stupid Atlantean origin. Because
it's like, I don't know her.
What? She's born. I know, supposedly she was born like 45,000 years ago, and then instead of being sent from Krypton to Earth, I guess they put her in suspended animation.
God, just the worst of times. Truly, honestly, the darkest timeline for Power Girl.
Oh, we'll have to cover those first 4 issues of JSA Classified, because JSA Classified number 4 is when they put the back that she was Earth 2.
I got them all, Phil. Look, listen.
Gotta catch them.
I love a secret. Look, I love a secret origin. I love a secret file. I love Classified. I had them all as a kid, bro. They're still back there somewhere.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that those first 4 JSA Classifieds, because the one they put Power Girl's origin back plus Psycho Pirates in there. Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's always Psycho Pirate. When in doubt, it's Psycho Pirate.
Oh no, it's like every villain, Anti-Monitor, Alex Luthor, whoever. Everyone's just like, get over here, bitch, do my work for me.
Wait, is he the Shocker of the DC universe?
Kinda. He's kind of like a multiversal Shocker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, what if we get Shocker into this fight? He's actually competent.
We'll see. All right. Any other thoughts on this, or should we jump to issue 2?
Let's just keep it moving to issue 2. It gets better, kids. Keep pushing through. It gets better.
Hey, all right, Power Girl.
It's a rough first story.
I know. And then that guy she accidentally injures. We never hear from him again. Does he live? Does he die? Who knows?
This cover is not as strong as the first one.
No, the first one, and
that is like iconic as far as I'm concerned. Oh, also, this is how I tell people when I take them to like go comic book shopping with me in the dollar bins. I always tell them to look for the circle with the stars with the C. I don't want any other logo.
Amen. Amen. But yeah, I think
see this is all I want. I don't want any other one than this one.
Exactly. But yeah, I think number 1 had the strongest cover. I thought number 3 had a pretty strong cover too. But yeah, 1 and 3 I thought were the best covers on there. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Power Girl number 2, July 1980.
Looks like she's getting her butt kicked by Power Rangers.
You should like that. July 1988, Tapestry. Same team, I believe. Yep. Power Girl was talking to her liaison with the Justice Department, Larry Gonzalez. Larry.
If it's not Larry Quentin Lance, I don't want it.
Hi, my name is Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
Exactly. Those are the exact vibes I get from this guy.
Larry Gonzalez regarding Force, whom she captured 1 week ago. Unfortunately, they have no clues as to who Force is or who he is working for, but Larry assures her they'll not stop searching leads. Power Girl is frustrated because she can't do anything about the fact that someone sent force after her and can attack again at any time. She takes off, feeling upset and weary because...
How is she a superhero? Like, with all this power? Anyway, sorry.
She does... Right.
This is very 80s. 2022 Power Girl would never. We would never have to do this.
Oh, yeah, no. You know how you broads were in the 80s. Come on.
Shoulder pads and hairspray and all. I mean, God, this is a throwback.
Lil's like, it was 88. I was 2.
Exactly.
She takes off, feeling upset and weary because she has spent one whole week taking care of emergencies as her personal life is in shambles. What with Starware Industries and her friends' lives falling apart. On the way to her office, Kara gets into a fight with another villain sent after her, Hydra.
Hydra?
Hail Hydra!
Dear Marvel. Dear Marvel.
Hydra can control the movement of any fluid in it. Hail.
Any fluid? Oh no, this is bad. This is like Aquaman can technically pull the sperm right out of your bed.
Wow.
Sorry to pull a Charlie Esser.
Well, that's all right. We all know it's on your hard drive. Yeah.
Seaman, arg.
How dare you? See, you're gonna get my ADHD kicking in. My boy.
Sorry, any movement of any fluid.
You've never snuck one past the goalie in all these years? Kramer, they must...
Someone's got a narrow urethra.
You should get off,
Sorry, binge watching King of the Hill on top of The Office, so it is a madhouse here in this brain of mine.
Ball bear. Alright, I think you're far enough in. Can we all agree Andy was the worst character on The Office?
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Alright,
No, we're not doing an Office podcast, Phil.
I know. So, yes, Hydra can control the movement.
I don't know, patrons. Let Phil know if you want an Office podcast.
No, we're doing South Park, remember?
South Park, and then with the occasional Seinfeld specials. Yeah.
Hydra can control the movement of any fluid and attacks Power Girl with ruptured water mains, detached fire
Gas lines?
Gas isn't liquid, is it?
It can't be.
Gasoline, but
Gas vapors.
But I thought a line in the city, it would be in a gaseous state.
Gaseous form.
Yeah.
Shh, nobody's a scientist that wrote this book, clearly. Don't be a Charlie Esser, Phil. Just go with this player.
She's a girl. She don't know better, see? However, Hydra... Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, don't. Hydrogen gas!
Mustard gas!
However, Hydra cannot defeat Power Girl, so she covers her tracks and makes her escape. Kara starts suspecting her enemy's abilities are...
Magic? Oh no! What is she, Superman?
I was going to say, thank God she's not a Kryptonian, huh?
Atlanteans can totally deal with magic. That's fine.
Her grandfather...
That's the gag!
Her grandfather was like the high wizard or whatever of Atlantis. Come on.
Doom could never.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's why Sue ain't with him.
Wow! She's like, I like him petty, but not that petty.
Disagree. She's got a thing for Namor, and he is...
Oh!
I don't know, I think he is quite literally king of the petty. You might as well get a Namor tattoo, though.
I was going to say, what? What do you think you love him so much? King of the petty. He has abs and he's king of petty.
Not afraid to rock a banana hammock.
Whoa.
Aspirations, fellas. Aspirations.
That dolphin fin. You like fish sticks? What are you, gay fish?
What am I, Kanye West?
Power Girl changes to her Karen Star civilian guise and makes it to her office, Starware Industries.
Making my way downtown. Walking.
Oh my God, tapping my way down the...
She's giving Dolly Parton a 9 to 5. I just can't get over it.
And can we just mention here, I mean, she's not as well endowed as she will become.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literal anime girl, like, proportions. It's ridiculous.
They're actually
really funny.
exercising some.
She actually is, yeah, very.
They're. I mean,
she doesn't even have like the boob window yet, so.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like a leotard, but yeah, it's
a leotard. It's not an actual.
They're actually exercising some restraint and some I mean, it's a comic book woman, but still some restraint in reality.
She's giving very much Jane Fonda.
Yes. They don't have their own gravitational pull
or
yet.
Raquel Welch, if you know, you know.
Catfight.
From Milan to Minsk.
Rochelle.
I wanted that to be a movie so bad. I was so disappointed when I was little. I was like, wait, Rochelle's not a real movie? Neither is Sack Lunch? Oh, man!
Lilith will watch any movie if there's even the slightest hint a woman will take her top off. Yeah, so.
And you guys wanted sexy superheroes. You didn't want to hear me rant about R-rated movies I watched with my parents. How dare you?
Why, mother, is that a nipple?
Cold hard wet nipples.
Oh my god.
The cold wet hard nipples. Oh, what a waste of butter. That was the time for cold hard wet nipples in mainstream PG-13 movies.
Yes, kids, she had parents. Probably the last time she cared about a human being.
Caring for another human being that isn't myself? It's true. It's true. Nobody told my exes, but it's true.
Talking about guys who could get it, did you see your boyfriend Chris Evans was giving people crap when they were complaining about it, like a same-sex kiss and what is that, Lightyear or whatever?
Well, Chris Evans can get it all day, every day. I mean, he works for the mouse. What can I say? I, at the heart of it, know that he is a, late 30s white male from Boston. So I know it's all an act for a check.
Ooh! Ooh!
I appreciate the dedication to the cosplay as a caring person, though.
Can we just say, look at the House of Warners right now. At least he can keep up the act, unlike some people.
I mean, they would look. Listen.
I mean, Ezra's literally.
I am no Tim Allen as a person. Apologist. He's a menace. But god damn it, that is my Buzz Lightyear, and how dare you take him away from me? Okay?
No, but he's getting older. I mean, maybe they wanted someone with a younger voice.
No, it's because he's problematic. It's because, he plays to the right. He pretends to be an evangelical Christian, but we all know back in the 80s in Detroit, look for the mugshot. He loves a little sugar booger, okay? Okay. And honestly, that's what made Buzz Lightyear so great. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all.
Wow.
See, we totally need like just a ranty monthly podcast on Patreon once this whole nightmare is over with the superhero movie.
You're the one keeping the nightmare going.
You're gonna feel my pain, Phil.
Wow!
When we get to Puma Man, we're all ready to end it.
There's no flashlight. There's no torch bright enough, kids, to see in the darkness that little Hellfire soul.
That light at the end of the tunnel is Hellfire. I just want you to know that. Don't run towards it.
Ha-ha!
Meanwhile, Power Girl.
Yes.
Being as generic a superhero as possible.
Power.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on Liz Joyce. Ugh.
Oh lord. Her lawyer, Andrew Dapper, warns Karen that board member,
Is he related to Don Draper from Mad Men?
but
yeah, definitely a bunch of old white guys.
Oh yeah, Karen, that board member Harlan Brooks has called for an emergency meeting regarding Karen's fitness to run her company.
See?
Oh, was it this?
Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne can do whatever the flip he wants.
I know. Did you catch that line? Was it this issue? I can't remember which one because I kind of read them back to back to back.
It's 3.
Yeah, where she says he's like, she couldn't even get a loan because she's a woman. She had to have,
No, like literally, the women weren't allowed to have their own freaking bank accounts until the 70s.
Yeah.
And you have to remember that the Social Security cards and credit wasn't actually instituted until 1986, literally the year I was born. My generation was saddled with garbage. Never forgive the boomers and the silent generation. Riot in the streets, kids. That is the lesson for you.
The best generation. No, they just kept those.
They got loads on handshakes. That was like actual literal thing, not hyperbole. Like, No.
They just kept their garbage quiet. You know, they were, you know, before the internet.
So angry.
Before the internet, you could get away with a lot more stuff.
Yes. Shocking. It's just shocking.
Oh yeah. Do you need to be like Justin, and at the end of the episode, do you need to put on your rant pants?
I need a whole hour-long podcast for Rant Pants.
Capes and Lunatics!
Rant edition!
Oh, do you want that to be $2.69?
No. Although you guys are missing out on uncomfortable movies you shouldn't watch with your parents.
Hey, I told you that $2.69.
No, we're gonna do something that's relatable.
$2.69 is yours. Do what you want.
I know, but unlike you, Phil, I'm not a dictator. Okay?
Oh!
I run it as a strong, like, city council, you know?
I lord over
votes.
I lord over everyone else, but don't tell me I don't run everything past you.
I know.
And you go,
I'm a team player. I want everybody to be happy. And I want everybody to be focused.
She just likes opportunities to complain, kids, because when I say something, she'll go, fine, throw it in. So I can complain about it.
I really love it, but I can't let Phil know that.
Hey, she loves Azrael.
It'll go to his head.
She loves it.
I have to be the voice of consent.
She loves Azrael. She loves Azrael and Nate Gray.
Go ahead, throw it in.
Projectile vomit.
Whoa.
I love none of the summer boys.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
What?
Iceman can kick rocks, so.
Whoa! Yeah, they kind of dropped. I don't know what they've dropped him lately. I don't know where he's at.
I mean, well, he's suffering the Tim Drake effect. Made him, you know.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Harlan Brooks called an emergency meeting regarding Karen's fitness to run her company.
Harlan Brooks is literally like an old timer scammy name if I ever heard one, bro. He like he lives in Kentucky next to Russell, and he is a scammer.
Wow!
He does drink Mountain Dew and moonshine and puts on a fake business suit. He goes around scamming people. That is Harlan Brooks.
What, wait, did you say Mitch McConnell?
Any of the Rands?
I love the joke they have on Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live. Anytime they flash up a picture of Mitch McConnell on Weekend Update, they're like, oh, no. It's like, you know, he looks like he has like this evil smirk on his face. They're like, oh, here's Mitch McConnell shown here watching like orphans like drive off a cliff or you know, something horrible, and it's just like he has this evil smile on his face. Yeah.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Oh no.
I never thought a turtle could be so evil.
Turtle.
Somebody come save us. At this point, I welcome my Chinese overlord.
Wow!
As long as I don't have to be the one making the iPhones, I think I'm good.
You're too old. You're about. Karen knows Brooks intends to get her replaced with someone he can control in order to sell Starware Industries, and she gets incensed. She refuses.
Just throw him out the window, babe.
Exactly. She refuses to let someone take her company away from her, but she will have to work hard to convince most of the board members.
Told you, it's giving 9 to 5. Or what's the other one with, I think it's Goldie Hawn? How to Win at Business. It's got Michael J. Fox, too.
Oh, The Secret to My Success.
Yes!
Yes!
It's giving those vibes as well.
Yes.
It's the 80s!
Mm-hmm.
Like, corporate takeover, like, as like, commentary? Like, Wall Street, the original one, not the one with Shia LaBeouf.
The Secret to My Success. That's like one of the first things I like ever read, like watched on a VCR. It's like,
can we get an F in the chat from Michael J. Fox? He gave us so much.
Exactly.
He's still giving. He's still very much giving. But
yeah, I mean,
Back to the Future, Family Ties.
I was gonna say sitcom.
That guy was the guy in the 80s.
Sitcom.
Tom Cruise.
Sitcom, sci-fi. I know he did it all. Later, Karen goes back home and runs into her friend Liz Joyce.
I hate this lady.
Liz tells her that her car was stolen and destroyed, and on top of it, she's being audited. Carrie Phillips hears their conversation.
You thought your day was bad.
Okay. Carrie Phillips.
Oh my god, you're having a bad day. Girls' night. Shut up, Carrie.
I knew that was going to set you off. And getting into...
Shut up.
going out and getting their minds off their troubles. Karen doesn't believe she can relax, but she goes along with it.
Karen. How dare they? How dare they besmirch my precious girl's name?
Was it Karen or Kara? Because they have her named here as both.
Well, she has that dual identity.
Oh yeah, she's
well, triple identity.
Kara, then it's
none of my business.
Kara, but it's Karen Star. Oh god. All right.
And worst of all.
So they're off the pull of Mary Jane Watson.
Seriously, I'm just like, no, please don't do this.
You know it'll get your mind off your trouble.
This is so 80s, it hurts.
You know it'll get your
literally, if Sex in the City was a superhero franchise
in 1988. Yes. Oh my god! You know, get your mind off your troubles, right? Some dancing and some
drinks and
dancing, drinking, and another D.
Freaking play about me.
I didn't know you liked to dance. Karen and her friends go to a...
Not anymore, I'm over 30, so my knees are disintegrating.
Oh, God.
Let the Gen Z kids tell it. So.
Yeah, but you're black. No, that applies to white people. Come on. Karen and her friends go to a nightclub, but all of a sudden, another villain named Hurricane turns up looking for Power Girl. Oh,
can these damn names be, bro?
Well, come on. The sorcerer's like, how old? Come on. Oh. So the guy walks in and goes, here I am, rock you like a... It's the 80s, kids.
Welcome to the 80s podcast. Welcome to 80s Overdrive.
Oh my god, yeah, an 80s music joke. Yeah, who am I?
Slow down, we need this for drops.
He's always here in spirit, Phil.
That's right. So Hurricane, Kara changes clothes and engages him. As battling, she deduces her mysterious enemy knows about Karen Starr's secret identity. However, Hurricane...
they're probably not face blind or boob blind. I mean...
Well, again, the person sending them knows who she is. So.
Yes, exactly.
I know that's the real face blindness. It's like her friends don't know. It's like she's no glasses, no mask. It's just let me move my curls over. True.
Although, to be fair, most white ladies do look alike, especially if you watch any 80s movie, and if it wasn't Dolly Parton, I couldn't tell you which white woman it was. Was it Melanie Griffith? Was it Goldie Hawn? I couldn't tell you without looking at the credits, to be fair.
Oh, my. And again, I mean, they even play that up later in the 2000s. It's like, oh, what do you think the boob window's for? So I don't need a mask with it.
It's like, cover ball, this? Me? No.
Come on, Lilith, you could rob a bank right now.
I wish. In this economy, I wish.
Yeah. I'm
starting to understand why Otto Octavius is Charlie Esther's favorite.
Oh my
villain.
Lilith is like, you know how...
Give me a white suit and a bad haircut.
Lilith's like, you know how poor I am? I can only make 3 helicopter trips to the comic book store a week, not 4.
Gas is out of control. But I'm cutting my trip down to twice a week. It's out of, and I drive a hybrid. It's getting out of control.
Oh, yeah.
No, $40 to fill up a hybrid. No, something must be done.
Oh, yeah.
I say we get rid of everybody in office and start over.
Oh, baby. How can we wipe the slate clean and maybe put someone in there who's like under 60?
That didn't live through Jim Crow? Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I see the commercial.
Somebody that went to a socially racially integrated school? That'd be great.
Oh! All right, I've seen the commercials. I don't want to watch Trevor Noah on the Daily Show, but the one joke that did, I was like, okay, that was good. It's like, he was like, can we get some younger people in Congress? He's like, I'm not saying you're out of touch, but it's like, do you really care if you're going to be leaving the planet soon?
That's my point. Term limits.
Exactly. Everything should.
If the president has term limits, everybody should have term limits. It shouldn't have to be said.
Congress.
Anywho, this is not a Charlie Esser political podcast on our Patreon, so but I have thoughts because the world is literally burning it on fire right now.
People know this isn't Charlie Esser on Patreon.
DC show.
I was gonna say, well, we both have our shirts on too.
Ooh, There's no pizza being molested either, so.
Remember, kids, free Charlie Esser.
Bro, that's the best thing Ray said in a while. It's a bunker. Yeah, and your uncle was in college. Whatever. If you know, you know. That's kind of a joke.
It is like prison. He's like, Tristan, lights out. He's not on the internet. He's
Get a little can. Bang it on the reel.
Tristan's not on the internet, man. He's digging out of that apartment with a spoon.
Yep.
All right. Here's the nightclub. However, Hurricane can't be Power Girl, so he teleports away. From Dark World, Weaver monitors Power Girl.
Is this a Thor movie?
Feels her inner turmoil and fear and grins. Who is this? Soul Hellfire?
Exactly.
Kara changes
But,
back.
like, seriously, like, Dark World, I mean, could you be any more the Phantom Zone if you tried?
But she's not Kryptonian.
Exactly! It's like, why is everything supposed to be a bootleg knockoff of Kryptonian?
I mean, did they have to make everyone forget the multiverse? Couldn't we have it where it's like, yeah, she was a Kryptonian from like a dead universe. Now, you know, there was a multiverse. Now there's only one universe. Because after Crisis ended, it seemed like people were going to remember, but then after a while, no one remembered the multiverse except for Psycho
I
Pirate.
wouldn't remember my former greatness either, to be honest.
Psycho Pirate. It's Psycho Pirate just tormenting her. You know, great you used to be.
Exactly.
Kara changed.
And I hate that Rebirth really did change Dark World. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, I mean, New 52 started all that crap again.
But yeah, it literally is completely different, and they use the other place or whatever. So
Yeah.
Anywho,
Kara changes back to Karen. Her secret identity of Karen.
Karen.
It goes for a night walk. Since her enemy knows her secret identity, she guesses he is somehow responsible for her and her friend's bad streak. She bumps into a man named Mongo Krebs. Mongo points out
Worst of all,
This is so weird. Mongo points out that
shouldn't be out alone at night, little girl.
No matter how tough she claims to be, and suggests that going to his martial arts academy might help her learn self-defense as well as getting over whatever it is visibly eating away at her. Come back to my dojo, kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have something on my hard drive that starts with that.
Exactly.
Talking about karate, judo, chop, and bead.
Whoa! Talk about breaking wood.
Talk about being bricked up.
Karen politely turns down the offer. Walking home, Karen is assaulted by another villain. Pyro launches streams of flames at Kara at the same time he gloats about his power, but then he abruptly vanishes.
You gotta tease for the next issue, kids.
Feeling aggravated, Power Girl flies back home, feeling her unknown enemy's plans to drive her crazy is definitely working. Then she checks her answering machine and finds out her office building got burned down. Did you see the size of that?
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke. You're broke. You're lost.
It hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year.
Your year, yeah.
Did you see the size of that answering machine? I mean, I think the button she presses to play, it almost looks like she put her whole hand on it. Jeez. Kara gets frightened because of her mysterious enemy who she doesn't know how to fight against, but will hurt anyone to get her. Not knowing what else to do, she decides to accept Mongo Krebs' offer.
Are you freaking serious, bro?
A magical enemy. I know what'll stop him. Kung Fu!
Again, it's giving Wonder Woman! It's giving Wonder Woman!
I Ching. Oh my god, you're right. Who consulted on this? Dennis O'Neill? Alright. So, thoughts on this, or should we move along?
Let's move it along.
Alright.
This cover, I want as a poster so bad.
Hey-oh, yeah. Well, this one and the first one, yeah. Power Girl number 3, August 1998. Heritage.
Ironically.
Yes.
Boy, they had no Just whoosh over the head, bro.
Where they're like, yeah, come
How
on.
dare you, sir?
Either that or they're just like, yeah, whatever. What are you going to do? Come at me, bro.
There's no internet. Except for the what Al Gore's inventing right now.
Please, the only letters you're ever going to see is the ones we put in the letter page that says how great this issue was. I don't know. It's a mini series.
Like it's Marvel.
What's a mini series? It probably not. It doesn't even get a letters page.
Nope.
Nope. No one will ever know. Karen Starr has been attending Mongo Krebs Karate Academy for 1 month, but although she is a quick learner, her master warns she needs focus and discipline. Kara understands, but she doesn't know how to push her mind past her personal problems. Emotional broad. Kara goes back home and picks up her ringing phone, but nobody answers except for a monster that teleports in her apartment after luring her in. Sick of being harassed, Kara fights back and demands answers, but the monster is very strong and his powerful spells hurt Kara. However,
And we never see him again anyway. But anyway.
half these villains that showed up we never see again. However, he reveals his master wants her dead because of her connection to Orion. Then he suddenly vanishes. Kara can't deny anymore she's being plagued by some powerful sorcerer. Weaver observes his handiwork from Dark World with satisfaction. Then he turns his attention to his minion Force, still imprisoned in Belle Reve, and commands him to awaken, break free, and destroy Power Girl. What is this, Superman 4? Destroy
I
Superman!
was just about to say.
Oh, we're gonna get there, kids. The next day, Kara goes to a bookstore specializing in occultism and inquires about books surrounding Orion. She is given a book narrating the last days of Atlantean surface of the Atlantean surface empire and goes to the office. Okay. I love how she just goes to some like random like corner bookstore in New York and they have like the exact book she needs.
To be fair, is New York the greatest city on
That's
earth?
true. But there wasn't this
It
book.
has everything!
Yes, especially this book that's like thousands of years old.
Isn't this how the Gremlins movie started?
Don't get them wet.
Or do in this case.
Hey-oh!
If you like pina coladas.
Oh my.
Dude, I don't know why. It's just like, this is so 80s era.
Oh, you could just hear the
I'm
80s.
surprised there wasn't like a Tom Cruise looking love interest at this point.
You could hear the 80s soundtrack playing in the background.
Literally. Highway. Or no, it's definitely Kate Bush because everybody's obsessed with Kate Bush.
Running up that hill.
Thanks a lot, Top Gun Maverick!
Oh, I thought it was.
Literally, it's like living 1986 again. Like seriously, Tom Cruise, like literally, Top Gun's #1 at the office, in the box office. Kate Bush is on the radio. Frickin', we're in a Cold War with Russia, playing proxy war. Like a recession that we're pretending is not happening.
Don't worry. Thor's gonna come along and knock Top Gun out of there. Don't worry.
Maybe.
And it's been out how many weeks already?
Never doubt the power of Scientology, bro.
I think that's why they released it when they did. Just say there was the window there. There was no big blockbusters, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Jurassic Park, but
That was never gonna.
I know.
It was never gonna be you, Jurassic Park. It was with Chris Pratt leading. I don't care if you throw Jeff Goldblum in there. The fact that Chris Pratt is still in your franchise, it was never gonna be you, babes. Never gonna be you, babes.
oh, he's getting killed off in Guardians 3. All right.
Oh yeah, they're like, hey, Chris.
Oh, they've been
Chris
hit.
Hemsworth.
They've been hitting around that all those Guardians ain't making it out of Guardians 3, so you know they're killing off Pratt.
You already got. Yeah, it's time. The lesser gun use.
Hey-oh. Oh my. So yeah, Karen gets the book, goes to the office on Starware Industry. Her lawyer, Andrew Draper, angrily reminds her she missed this morning's board meeting. Andrew got them to agree to postpone it, but Karen may lose her company if she misses the next appointment. Kara sequesters herself.
Don't you wish you were born a boy? Bruce Wayne never gets this kind of flack.
Kara sequesters herself. Well, he's old money too. Kara sequesters herself. It's almost like you didn't exist a few years ago.
Nice.
Kara sequesters herself in her office and starts reading her new book, learning about Orion's life and all enemies he slew or banished to Dark World. Later, Power Girl meets Larry Gonzalez, He informs her force broke out at Belle Reve, and Kara explains she needs to get in contact with a
I need a witch.
reliable witch. Karen meets
Oh.
what?
You're slowly realizing why that super movie sucked. Anyway.
Kara meets up with Madame.
It's all coming together.
Kara meets up with Madame Rosilli. Oh, so they're still from Supergirl movie now. Oh my god.
Yeah. Think about it.
It's only 2 years after it or something? 2 or 3 years after it? Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roselli listens to her history and hands over an ancient Atlantean amulet which was supposedly touched by Orion himself and should help Kara on her journey. Then Roselli tells her she should talk to another sorcerer called Blaine.
Oh, you're gonna trust a sorcerer named Blaine? That sounds like a bad 80s movie villain. Come on! Get your head out of your butt, buddy.
Oh my! Wow.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy.
Following Roselli's directions, Power Girl flies her way to a remote location and finds Blaine. Blaine is about to send her away when he sees her Atlantean amulet. Enraged, Blaine transforms into his
Tell me that guy doesn't look like James Spader in Pretty in Pink. I'll wait.
Oh, wait till you get to Robert, California. Talk about a creeper. Blaine transforms into his real self and attacks. Now she has been lured into his trap. Weaver talks through Blaine and declares he was banished to Darkworld by Orion millennia ago, and he intends to exact revenge upon her. Then he teleports Force in, and Power Girl...
She's like, what did I do?
What's
that got to do with me?
And Power Girl realizes all of his agents were magical constructs. Oh my god. This would have been it would have been funny if the witch floor like, no, you're not Atlantean. And she would have showed up and like told Weaver, I'm not Atlantean, dumbass.
I hate to tell you.
I'm not even
something weird's going on here. It's like the whole world forgot.
This whole issue, she's like, I don't know, I always feel like someone's watching me. Power Girl fights back.
Nepotism, the power of nepotism.
Power Girl fights.
Shout out to Rockwell.
Power Girl fights back, but they have the upper hand. Overwhelming her pain, Kara reminds herself of Mongo's lessons on keeping her cool and focused.
Yeah, the reason why he offers it to her is for her to have like some spiritual awakening. He just wanted to help a girl with big boobs to bounce around. Come on, let's just be honest.
No, my.
Like, it couldn't even be a woman karate teacher. Like, come on.
They had to throw in that magical. They had to throw in that magical man for 2 seconds to give her, teach her that lesson. Hello.
Oh my god.
They so
as bad as freaking.
They crowbarred that in. Just to, it almost seems like an afterthought. It's like,
It was.
But they're writing issue 2. They're like, what can we get? Oh, I know.
We need a man in here.
Magical kung fu master.
Well, to be fun. To be fair, it was the 80s.
It worked for Denny.
Oh,
80s Lilith. 80s Karate Kid. Oh, yeah.
Yep, it all starting to make sense, isn't it?
Damn, man. Where did they get their... They just, turned on the TV and, just getting their inspiration, man?
They were in the bullpen smoking weed, watching movies. Absolutely.
Man, how can we, clean this up and do wax on, wax off? I know. You have to fight a magical enemy with kung fu. Yeah.
Smoked a doobie.
Karate.
She knocks Blaine down and away and focuses her blows on Force. Blaine fires magic blast at Kara, but she dodges and Force is hit instead. Power Girl observes the magic blasts are shorting out the electricity powering Force, so she throws him at Blaine. The mix of magical and electrical energies make both constructs explode and return to nothingness.
Doesn't make sense.
Opposites.
It's magic. It's not supposed to. Fine.
Lilith.
This one damn time.
Lilith. Oh, it's magic. You know.
Get the hell out, Phil. Get the hell out.
Hit me with your best shot.
She wishes she could be Pat Benatar.
Right then, the Phantom Stranger approaches.
I know, literally out of nowhere, Phantom Stranger.
4-issue miniseries, the end of issue 3. Oh, hey, Phantom Stranger. approaches Power Girl after he couldn't be lurking in the shadows before this. Come on, Power.
Like, ooh, cat fight, Jerry.
Oh my! You need an upgrade. Let's press skipping. The Phantom Stranger approaches Power Girl after watching her battle. He reveals that grudge match between Weaver and herself is part of a greater conflict between the Lords of Order and Chaos.
Ooh, no one cares.
Since a new cycle of chaos is coming, its forces are trying...
Power Girl and Phantom Stranger, they're like oil and vinegar. They should not mix, okay?
Oh my.
Makes no damn sense.
A new cycle of chaos is coming. Its forces are trying to undermine forces of order like Power Girl or himself. Again, they're dealing with magic. It's the 80s. So okay, it's Phantom Stranger, Dr. Fate, or the Spectre showing up, so...
Definitely not the Phantom Stranger. He's not sexy.
Whoa!
Just saying.
Well, it was like, I could see right through him.
Exactly.
He also explains Weaver isn't powerful enough to destroy Power Girl from Dark World, so he has been harassing her in order to draw her into his realm. Power Girl refuses to put up with it any longer, so she asks Stranger if he can help her get to Dark World. Stranger opens a portal to Dark World, and Power Girl flies in.
Babes, it's a trap. Like, what are you doing?
It's a trap! That's right.
Hot-headed blonde women.
Oh my. Her and Pam Anderson, yeah.
You guys you're gonna barbed wire commentary? I'm just saying.
Hey man, throw it in the mix for the we'll still have to pick our finalists for the indies. Come on.
No, that's a good movie. It's not a bad movie.
Okay. Hey, we could do that for $269.
No.
Wolf is like, I have my plans.
You're gonna get a lesson on history of 69, and then we're gonna talk sexy.
Oh my. A letter addressed to Kara reveals that she lives in 18 Starfield Place, Brooklyn.
No, not 1988. No.
Well, no. But yes, it's 1988. They're moving more and more DC heroes. If they're not in a fictional city, they're in New York.
And we see how well that works.
Are we starting to like? Are they starting to like try to like ape Marvel stuff where it's like, hey, so let's throw some more superheroes in New York?
And it never works. It's unbelievable for DC superheroes to be in. It just is. It doesn't feel right, bro.
And again, it's like they got so many, between Metropolis and Gotham, and it's just like.
I mean, you could have just literally threw them out on the West Coast. It's a literal hellscape out west. They really do. Even in Marvel, you need more heroes out west.
Exactly. She could have been, the quote unquote, Supergirl, the mid, West Coast or whatever.
I don't know why well, at the time, everybody was pretty much New York based, I think is what it is. And so they kind of wrote with new. But, like, when they moved to LA, they could have totally made everybody a little more, like, it worked perfectly for Green Arrow. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't feel right, bro.
That's the only thing that I will say about that is yes. Him being in Seattle makes absolute sense if you've ever been to Seattle or lived in Seattle.
And we're in Infinity Inc. on the West Coast. I'm like, once the JSA disappears, put her with Infinity Inc.
It's easy to, hindsight is 2020.
I know.
But, like, honestly, in the moment, that's what I would have done. I'm like, why is she over here? Let's do something else.
I mean, eventually.
She's literally built for the West Coast. I mean,
hey-oh.
That is exactly what West Coast superheroes would look like. I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh, yeah, 80s, that perm, yeah.
Blonde, stacked, in a white leotard.
Good for that release.
Like I said, giving very much Jane Fonda.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ray likes it hard.
This is the most disappointing ending to a miniseries in quite a long time that I've heard.
Hey-oh. All right, let's get to this. Yes, Power Girl number 4, September 1988. Destiny.
No. This cover is Nightmare Fuel. She looks like she's from the Fitnet cover. I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, that's weird. Again, that hair can go so wrong real quickly. So
real quick.
Again, are we trying to like get her away from being like identified or misidentified as like Supergirl, because Supergirl always had the straight hair?
Supergirl had a miniskirt. Calm down.
Hey-oh.
It's not Supergirl. I'm just saying. No, clearly you can tell this is not Supergirl. There's no mistaken Power Girl for Supergirl in any. I mean, if you're picking up a Power Girl book, you know who Supergirl is. That's what I'm saying. Again,
Lilith, we're in the era of, hey, we have to get rid of the multiverse because it's too confusing.
Meanwhile, Marvel doesn't do it very well in the movies, so I won't use that as a reference.
Whoa! Burn.
Look, man, it's so dumbed down and watered down that I can't over there at Marvel. No. I'm not, no.
I love Disney and their fine products and would love to speak to any of the actors or people behind the scenes on any of the movies.
Speak to the actors. They're not the ones making the choices.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I would like to speak
Don't you Charlie Esser me, you son of a bitch.
Oh, uh-oh. She's full drunk. Abandon the chip.
I am not drunk. I am hopped up on Red Bull. I've been up since 3 in the morning.
She set the self.
I have no patience.
She set the self-destruct. Abandon the chip.
Yep, exactly. I haven't watched Strange New Worlds yet, so you know I'm in a bad way.
Oh, that's a good one.
After this, that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna take my ass to
Get a good Spock
a good
episode.
night's rest for Capes. Yes.
Good Spock episode. Get some Nurse Chapel and Pike being Pike.
Hit it. I just want them to go nah.
Hey man, they're in the future, man. That song's in the database. Come on.
Exactly. This is not a Vic Fontaine lounge, Philip. Okay, we don't have the holodeck yet, so.
Yeah, they can play music. I'm sure they have speakers. All right. Issue 4. Power Girl streaks towards Dark World until she runs into a dimensional barrier shaped like an endless wall.
Barry, they're still in your shtick.
Oh my. Quickly, Kara... This is no source wall. Quickly, Kara determines she can't fly around it, break it, or plow through it. Shut up, Lil.
Ooh, I am not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna behave.
She is greeted...
It's an easy joke. It's low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna move on.
She's then greeted by a little talking creature called... It's supposed to be Guy, Ghy.
Sure.
Kai claims to know her name and everything about Dark World. Kara fears a trap, but Guy points out that Weaver has no reason to send a lure. He also states it is easy to cross the barrier if you aren't trying too hard. Kara tries to merely walk into it and passes right through the wall. That's right. See? Take your time, kids. Don't just try to slam right through it.
Exactly.
Finesse, kids, not power.
You gotta make love to the Speed Force, like I tell you all the time.
Wow!
Love to the timeline.
You're making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
That's literally my favorite Flash drop. Next to you get a vibrating hand.
I was going to say, whoever the... Okay,
Get
yes.
ready for that for the series finale.
You get a vibrating
Next
hand.
year.
You get a vibrating hand.
Or 2024, technically.
What?
I think they're gonna drag it out till at least
Maybe.
next year.
Yeah.
13 episodes are absolutely dragging.
Or if it's the last season, they can always do like a 1-year time jump or something, you know. At the same time, Starware Industries board is holding a meeting and Karen Starr's absence is noted. Harlan Brooks is gleefully looking forward to ousting Karen and selling the company. And Karen's...
And that's why you don't hire men, ladies. You always hire women.
Hey-oh. And Karen's lawyer, Andrew Draper, fears it'll take a miracle to prevent Brooks' hostile takeover. Unbeknownst to Andrew, he is being watched by the Phantom Stranger.
Ooh, he's gonna get you.
Don't go to the bathroom, kid. Power Girl and Guy continue to trudge through the wood. Shut up, Lil. Guy prevents Kara about dwelling on anything, but she can't help but think about her karate teacher's lessons.
Her karate teacher's lessons.
Wood, Jerry. Wood.
Exactly. Indeed.
Immediately, she is hit and berated by illusions taking shapes of friends and acquaintances. She manages to break out of the illusion with considerable effort and notices...
Oh, look, she's out of the woods.
Oh, so was she a babe in the woods?
I prefer Babe Pig in the City, but that's just me. Boom!
Oh, my. If she was a president, she would be Abraham Lincoln.
What is this, Wayne's World?
We're not worthy.
Swing!
Power Girl stands up back again, and she and Guy fly into a storm cloud. Suddenly, Power Girl is snared by a net of magic tendrils.
I don't think those are tentacles.
You beat me to it.
Gotta be faster than that, Phil.
I don't think those are tentacles.
I had to make sure I hit that one and not.
Your booty. Oh my. Oh my.
It's right next
Save
to
that for the Tim Drake book.
Whoa! I was gonna say that for the Charlie Esser show.
What play is fine?
No. No, never,
Never go full Charlie.
no.
In the butt is fine.
Yeah, but she's caught by tentacles and brought before Weaver, who declares again he'll kill Kara in his old enemy's Orion's stead. He reveals that isn't his only motivation, though. He is a Lord of Chaos, so he will kill champions of order to facilitate...
I'm like, did you talk to Darkseid? Because that's kind of his thing, bro. Like, I mean, I think Granny Goodness can kick this guy's ass easily. I'm just saying.
I would just be like, wait, what story what story is this? I thought it was coming into another story. But yeah, he kills champions of order to facilitate the arrival of the next era of chaos. But he intends to torture Kara first, so he summons another shade. Meanwhile, Karen's neighbors are discussing Karen's troubling long absence, oblivious to the phantom stranger staring at the building. Let's throw a party for Karen.
Exactly.
On Dark World, Kara breaks her bindings and lunges at Weaver, but she is pushed backwards by a spell. Then she is attacked by a swordsman called K-Hater.
I think it's just Cater.
It's K-Hater.
Yep,
that's how it's spelled. K-Hater.
Karen Hater! Oh my god! It's right there!
Hey, it looks like
Wow, that's real.
And he looks like a dollar store version of He-Man.
Take that back. I've bought plenty of dollar stores and they looked a million times better.
Whoa! Who claims to be her brother despite Kara's disbelief. As battling, K-Hater shoves her backwards into one pocket dimension where she is seized and tortured by demons. Kara endures one nightmarish illusion after another until she remembers her teacher Krebs' advice about letting her fears go and reaching for her center. I think he was reaching for her center.
Definitely.
Power Girl snaps out of...
I'm just saying, they're serpent-like shape. I'm just saying. There's a lot of phallic imagery here.
Power Girl... it's a boa. Kara snaps out of Weaver's mind trap and gets ready to fight. Kara dodges Weaver's spells and K-Hater's sword and punches the latter. Upon touching him, K-Hater reverts back to his true serpent-like shape and Kara knocks him off a cliff.
Give him the old Oliver Queen.
Oh, I was going to say the Wile E. Coyote there. Okay. She gets ready to fight Weaver, and all of a sudden, Kahai reveals Weaver is forced to do the bidding of anyone who touches him. Whoa! Do the bidding of anyone who touches him. I think we all went to school with someone like that, kids.
Work hard for the money. I'll be your private dancer.
Power Girl
This got dark fast.
Power Girl lunges at him, but Weaver gets frightened and casts Kara out of Dark World. Kara is back on the far side of the wall. She has defeated Weaver, but she is worried about him coming after her again. Kahai appears and he explains Weaver has squandered a lot of magic energy on her, and he can't afford to waste any more. And by the time he recharges, I was gonna say by the time he recharges, I think he'll realize you're not an Atlantean. So,
yeah.
It's wintering time.
You would think, but yet no.
And yes, he squandered a lot of magic energy and can't waste any more. Before leaving, Kahai reveals he helped Kara because she reminds him of Orion.
Okay. Sexual tension.
Suddenly, Power Girl is teleported into her apartment by the Phantom Stranger. Phantom Stranger congratulates Kara, and before leaving, he asks her to warn the world's heroes of the incoming battles between order and chaos. Kara promises to do so. Suddenly, Garth knocks on the door. Kara changes clothes and welcomes him in her apartment. Kara is thrilled because all of his and their neighbors' problems have worked themselves out. Plus, Karen's lawyer called and said Starware Industries board voted in favor of Karen. See, it all wrapped up once the woman got out of the way. 1988. Kara is thinking things are finally beginning to look up.
It's still not as bad as her and Maxwell Lord.
Whoa!
Another story for another day.
Whoa! Oh snap! I should say.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, we got to cover the snap.
Yes. Clearly.
Kara's thinking things are finally beginning to look up until she finds out her friend Carrie wants her to go on a blind date. Kara tells herself that is her ordinary bad luck and size. Ah, the old star luck. Face it, Tiger.
This didn't get ordered to series.
Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot.
Hide behind a bush.
Ayo! I don't know, it's 88, half one.
Oh, this was tedious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the premise is like, I don't know. Like, anytime they drag Superman into magic, I hate it. So I doubly hate it for Power Girl.
It almost seems like they went into this not knowing what it was, and they just started throwing stuff at it, because it was like, oh, hey, after issue 1, how do we explain force? I know magic, it's like magic.
But she's not a Kryptonian. She shouldn't be.
But what's the MacGuffin gonna be? A guy who teaches her kung fu for like 5 minutes. Yes.
Again, they were definitely smoking a little doobie and watching movies. And they're like, finally, yeah. Who's gonna read it?
Again, it seems again. I don't know why, but it seems
she's a girl. Girls don't know no better.
It seems like they decided to veer somewhere in issue 2 or 3. They decided to veer and take a different course.
That was definitely a pivot.
Phantom Stranger shows up. Yeah.
Phantom Stranger was a hard pivot, bro. Is anybody still alive that we can talk to?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
See, being this old now, it's like, yeah, you gotta double check that.
Explain yourself, sir. Oh, speaking of that, we lost a great DC and Marvel artist today, Tim Sale.
Yeah, that's such a greatly missed.
Yep. DC can't milk that Long Halloween franchise anymore.
Oh, now they can.
Oh, well, I mean, with no new content. Oh, please. There's going to be Tim Sale collections coming out for the next 5,
Well, to be fair, they have always been pretty good about doing Tim Sale collections. Him and Jeff Loeb, obviously.
Oh, yeah. I swear. Yeah, there's always some edition of Long Halloween out there. And yeah, he even did a bunch of those Marvel ones, like the Spider-Man Blue, Hulk. Was it Hulk Gray? It was a Captain America one. There was a bunch of Daredevil Yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
The older I get, the sadder my life gets me.
I know, man. All our heroes are dying.
Everybody's just dropping like flies. And honestly, after Stan Lee, it was only going to be a domino effect. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, when Bob Fink. Yeah. Anyway. That was really the domino.
I know.
So yeah, there's way better Power Girl stories, but this one is super interesting because they clearly didn't know what the hell they were doing.
I know. I'm trying. When was that Secret Origins number 11? I was going to say, how long did they have that origin? Was it like 5 minutes? Like, oh crap, we're going to do something with that origin.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. Again, that's.
They could have just, but like at the same time, they could have just said this was an Elseworld tale and moved it right along.
True. Well, a lot of people kind of, let's not even get into the magical pregnancy.
Why did you remind me?
And once that's
hashtag still bitter. And
once that kid disappears, we never mention it again.
As you should.
Oh yeah.
As you should.
And then that Hal Jordan trying to get frisky with her in an energy bubble.
No, honestly, that's the most true to form Hal Jordan I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
And I, of course, love Jon Stewart.
And I, of course, love Kyle Rayner.
Seriously, we gotta get just to try that. Sinestro did nothing wrong! We have to get that.
Tuesday, remind me, that's our new intro. We need we need a live. I, of course, love Hal Jordan. I, of course, love Jon Stewart. I, of course, love Kyle Rayner. Yes.
Meanwhile, Simon and Jessica, Gnort, Chip, everybody just get killed off.
I was gonna say, Matt Kona.
How specious, how racist.
I was gonna say,
so you only like the human lanterns, huh?
I was gonna say, I need Matt Kona. I need you.
Matt Kona,
Matt Kona. I need you for 2 minutes just to say I love Gnort. Because he does.
When he gives me his bone.
Anywho, yeah. Honestly, Power Girl is way better pre-Crisis, and then they actually do some interesting stuff with her. Like the Maxwell Lord stuff is super, but like horrendous when you think about it. Too.
Yeah. And her ongoing series she got, I think that got ended by...
I actually thought that one out at least.
Yeah, and that got ended by New 52, just like Red Robin.
Just like everything good.
Mm-hmm.
New 52 literally destroyed lives, bro.
Oh, yeah. Set Superman back.
It was like, bro, that was literally the end of an era. I didn't read like a DC comic book for like years, I think it was.
Wow. Why not?
Because like think about it, 2011, Smallville ended, right? Mm-hmm. And then New 52 came along. I was pissed at DC.
Well, that's the thing. They thought it was a good jumping on point. You know how many people jumped off at that point?
Yeah, I was like, abandoned ship.
I know. I mean, you did.
Alert!
You did for years. Jesse Jackson did it. I don't think he ever went back. I know. I mean, they'll never admit it in public, but they know that was a mistake. Now,
the first Crisis was a mistake. They've been chasing their tails ever since.
Again, they never think these things out fully. It's like, oh hey, you're gonna affect Power Girl, you're gonna affect Legion, superheroes.
When you just had the multiverse right there. It's what Marvel does best. Slide the time scale multiverse. Who cares?
And then it gets messy. It's just like, oh hey, everyone remembers Barry Allen died in Crisis, but no one even remembers Supergirl existed. It's like,
because she's a woman.
True.
Oh
boy, what?
Oh no, I can't.
Hey-oh!
Never mind.
Hey-oh! Get one of those helper. Get one of those helper dogs.
Oh, it's a picture. Otherwise, I would.
Oh, okay. All right.
Teeth marks in my autographed pictures here.
Hey-oh! All right, kids. Next episode, we'll be back to another animated series review. The Enemy Below, Part 1.
Hey-oh!
Hey-oh! And it's a Wonder Woman, right? The Enemy Below. Enemy Below. All right. And then in 2 weeks, Summer of 69 begins, kids, on this show. Woohoo! So if you want all of your Summer of 69 reading, read Justice League of America 68 through 77.
That's a lot.
Hey-oh! Once a year.
I know.
And then, at the end of July, we'll do Part 2 of The Enemy Below. So.
How fitting is it that the name of the episode's in though?
Summer 69.
Very much on brand.
Exactly. And anything Dark Crisis, we'll let you know. So. It does have to be.
I mean, it's important. I mean, supposedly it's important. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be important.
I'm going to say we have to.
Telling us it's important.
We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but we'll mention it. Yeah. All right. So, yes, kids. So, send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter, join the Justice League and Justice Society fan group on Facebook, find links to all the various social medias and Facebook fan groups for all the shows we do. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everything we do gets a video.
And an obscene gesture.
Wow! Subscribe to the Patreon, kids, so, or no, the YouTube kids, so you can see Lilith Hellfire giving you all the old Psycho Pirate. Hey, old. That does sound like a sexual position, right? The Psycho Pirate. All right, so smash that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of the fun.
Smash it.
And now, if you enjoy extra content and pain, subscribe to the Patreon.
Phil's pain specifically.
Join the Patreon elite of Ray, Russell, and Justin.
Yeah, no.
Oh, burn! But yes, subscribe to the Patreon, get early access to creator interviews, including the once monthly Chichester chats where Lilith Hellfire and I talk to the master himself, Mr. D.G. Chichester.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Oh, that's the other thing the boys were complimenting us on Trapped in a World is the Chichester chats. They enjoy that. Oh, why wouldn't they?
Talking about Chichester chats are just so natural for us.
That's a reach, but I'll allow it. Talking about comics is so easy for Chichester.
Talking about meat so natural for Lilith.
Says the sausage king.
No, that's the high priest of sausage, remember? Jeez.
Sausage!
Thought you were gonna get away from us, huh? This time, all right.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
All right.
Out of the gooch!
Wow!
All to do with the Dark Knight.
Out of the gooch!
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
You know what? No. I'm starting a podcast called Out of the... That's it. That's gonna be the intro.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Boing.
Bubble
Don't live
boo.
up to your Australian stereotypes, Ray. How dare you?
Because I know Lilith likes it long. Bubble boo boo.
And Ray likes it long and black. Your point?
Wow!
He said so!
I know.
Sex on the mind.
Visual proof.
Sex on the mind. The hard master.
Everyone's like, this episode's never gonna end. But yes.
This is the podcast that never ends.
And if that wasn't enough for you kids, on the Patreon, also superhero movie brackets, because Lilith Hellfire loves my pain, we will find the worst superhero movie of all time. The June episode, Superman 3 versus Superman 4, so you know Charlie and Lilith will
Esther
have...
versus Hellfire, who will prevail? I will die on a hill, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh yeah, you know it's gonna come down to me and Kristen, and if that ties, then we'll go to the patrons again.
Yeah, you have to go to the patrons. Don't disappoint me this time, boys.
Oh, you hear that, Ray? You disappointed Lilith. Hail.
A unanimous decision?
Yeah, man, they all... It's not just for boys. Hey, girl.
Patreon is, it seems like.
I was gonna say, we need some more women on the Patreon, because it seems like all we got's the boys, you know, and like, as we say.
It's not just for boys.
It's not.
Those boobs scare me.
Yeah, in this case, I need a clam fest.
Whoa!
I'm tired of the
Booty
muscle
looks
in the
good all the time.
Alright, kids, so yes, subscribe to the Patreon, and pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch.
Save a life, take a life. The choice is yours.
Hey-oh. Alright, kids, so find everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lilith Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about chaos and order? Well, you don't know about order, chaos.
If you want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you gotta be fast, because I'm on and off Twitter like that. Like, it just takes 2 minutes before I get pissed off. So, follow me on Twitter, @Lilith Hellfire, so that I can be on Twitter more, because it's such a toxic place. @Lilith Hellfire69 on Instagram, I guess. And of course, on TikTok, making comments and maybe possibly content @Lilith Hellfire69. Either do the 6 or do the 9. That's just trying to get to 1,000 so I can go live, because I don't want to actually have to edit a video.
Oh my.
I'm going to the hole on principle.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Shut
I don't know.
your
It
fucking
depends on
mouth.
whose muffin's getting buttered. Then it might be my business.
Whoa! Don't cheat on her, boys. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, 25th episode, we're talking some Enemy Below and some new comics. So
25 already? Let's go.
I know. Woohoo! And again, in 2 weeks.
Hunter Burke in no time, kids.
And again, 2 weeks, Summer of 69 hits Unlimited Justice. Hit him right in the face with that 69. All right, kids, come back next week and come on back and get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous.
Unlimited.
Ted McGinley, come on the podcast.
Unlimited Justice. That sounds like an 80s movie.